Hi guys, welcome to another RPG Thursday. Continuing our series of races versus classes. I've got to humans. This one's going to be a short one because humans are the ultimate adaptable race in the PHB. And as such, I could go through all the classes and tell you how they work best with this class or not so good with that class, but they work exactly the same with every class, so it doesn't particularly matter. So I'm just going to go over humans themselves and give you a rough outline of why they work the same with every class. Now, there are many races of humans in the base world, which is Faerun, and in most of the other worlds that D&D runs. So, and there is no specific advantage to playing any race or sub-race. And by race, I don't mean necessarily black, white, Asian, whatever you want to play, but rather that in Faerun, for example, there's Kalashite, Chondathan, Damaran, Iluskan, Mulan. Each one meant to represent a specific real world culture to a certain extent, but in such a way which allows you to explore and play that culture without, well, frankly, without being racist, because it's not that culture, it's just meant to represent something like that culture. It allows you to find representation, whatever your racial or ethnic background. It allows you to explore other races and other cultures through a filter that doesn't necessarily involve you directly disrespecting or appropriating someone's culture. Slight side note, completely irrelevant to this, comedy accents. If you think it's funny to do a comedy accent for an Asian character, a black character, any character really, you're a bit of a douche. There can be a lot of fun had in it, but mocking other people and their ethnicity and their culture, it's just not funny. There can be a lot of fun to be had playing with other people's cultures and experiencing other people's cultures. There's no reason to take the piss. And that's not what these cultures are meant to do. They're meant to allow you to explore them, not disrespect them. But that's just my personal opinion. Feel free to disagree with that. But back to the point. Because all of these races, cultures built into the many worlds of D&D have no advantages and no disadvantages. They gain you no extra traits, no extra weaponry, skills, feats or anything like that. You just have basic human. Now, with humans, there's one set of human traits and there's a variant trait in a little green box just below, as you can see. Both of them are cool, both are fun to play with. We'll go through the first one at the moment. Ability score increase. Your ability scores each increase by 1. Basically, humans get a buff in pretty much every ability. They're just great all-rounders. They don't get 2 in this or 1 in that or 3 in this or none in that. They get a bit of everything, and you can instantly see how each of those ability scores will lend itself to every single class the same because they all increase by 1. Every single subclass the same because they all increase by 1. And you've got age, standard age for humans, adulthood in their late teens, live less than a century. Alignment, there's no particular alignment. Size, humans average between 5 and 6 feet tall. Speed and languages, humans move at base walking speed of 30 feet and humans no common and 1 extra language of your choice. There's nothing there that recommends a specific class or a specific subclass, or anything. There's nothing here that prevents you playing or lessens how well this will work with specific character classes either. So it leaves you free to do anything you want. Now, the variant human one, which I also like, ability score increase, 2 different ability scores of your choice increase by 1. So again, whatever class you're going for, you can increase the relevant ability scores that help that class by 1. So again, there's nothing that lends it, and again, there's nothing that detracts from any class in the PHB. You can be a rogue, a barbarian, a cleric, all just as easily. Apologies for the interruption in service there. My dog just knocked over my camera. I've got a Staffy Whippet cross. She's utterly adorable and completely mental, in case anyone's wondering. Anyway, where were we? Yes, ability score increase. 2 different ability scores of your choice increased by 1. Again, meaning you don't gain or lose anything. Skills, gain a proficiency in 1 additional skill of your choice. Again, you can pick any skill that works with any class. And finally, feat. You gain 1 feat of your choice. And again, you can pick any feat that works well with any class. I much prefer the variant human traits because it makes humans much more interesting than you're just a little bit better. In addition to that, I dislike the idea that humans are just better at everything, because 1 increase in every ability score is quite meaty. But yeah, basically that's it with humans. There's not much else you can really say about them. Roleplay wise, they tend to be prevalent across everywhere in almost every world that D&D run, and whilst they might not be as common in your particular homebrew or in some of the slightly weirder worlds, they tend to be available or not, and that tends to be down to the DM. But in most player worlds, humans are the default race that you meet everywhere. And as such, background-wise, again, they work with every single class the same. There's 1,000 reasons to be a cleric, to be a druid, to be a ranger, and there's 1,000 reasons not to be. It's the point of humans. It's the point of humans to be the most adaptable race and the default race and the easiest to play race amongst the whole thing. Every other race has some specific stuff which leans them one way or leans them the other way and differs them from just being a normal everyday human. Normal everyday humans don't. There's even a little blue box there. Everyone's best friend. Dwarves know humans, elves know humans, halflings know humans. They get everywhere. They're like sand in the beach. No matter what you do, you'll find them in places you don't want them. But yeah, basically that's it for humans. Sorry it's not longer. There's not much I can really drag out for humans. I could sit here and compare them to each one of the classes as I've done and will continue to do with the other races, but it would literally just be me repeating the same thing again and again and again. A little point on humans I will raise, because they're so adaptable. For a new player, they are the best race to play. There's no problems playing a human. There's no advantages playing a human. As such, a new player won't need to worry about anything rules-wise that'll affect him. As they are humans, you'll know how they roleplay, you'll know how they think, because most of us are in fact humans. And if you've any non-humans in your game, kudos to you for being inclusive and politically correct. But yeah, It makes them ideal to play. The human fighter is often considered the base start character because fighters are a very well-rounded character that works well with anything. Humans are a very well-rounded race that works well with anything. They're pretty much the easiest character / race combo to play. Human fighter. You're a person just like you. You hit things just as you would hit things if you were a physical person. Anyone starting D&D should seriously consider a human fighter unless you've actually had the time to really read the rules and reread the rules and you're sure about what you want to do. But then again, if you want to challenge, try something else. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry it was so short. Thanks very much. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Not sure why, but I am. So if you like it, see me there, and please tell your friends. Thanks very much. Bye.